What's up, everybody? This is Dominic here to talk about today's General Hospital episode. Um, Today's episode was actually pretty decent. Um, I liked it in general, but let's talk about today's episode. Um, Today was the first official debut of Billy Miller as Jason. Even though he didn't talk, he didn't say anything, but he was just basically sitting there in a hospital bed, rat face partially. You could tell it was him, but his face partially wrapped up, but little dried up blood on his face. But anyway, um, we see him with he's in scenes with Epiphany and whatever, and Epiphany's talking to him and basically saying how she it's a miracle he's even alive. And out of nowhere, Elizabeth walks into the room and she Epiphany's all like, Elizabeth, you're not. It's basically saying how Liz isn't even supposed to be there. She was off the clock today, and because I guess in seeing is Liz is a nurse and Epiphany is head nurse, she would know her schedule. But yeah, so they're basically sitting there talking about the John Doe, who we all know is we the audience knows is Jason, but nobody on the show was know. In which I'm hoping they do not drag that on. I'm seriously hoping they don't drag this on of people not know. I'm okay with I say this. I'm okay with them not knowing he's Jason right off the back. But I would like to see a storyline where he basically starts gradually getting his memory back. Because I'm hearing he's gonna have amnesia or whatever, but I'm not all for them having Billy Miller. He's a great actor. I'm not for them having him cooped up in a hospital bed for like 6-7 episodes, like they're doing on they did on the Younger Arrested with Phyllis. They basically had they got her Phyllis up walking and talking now, but it took them a while to get her out of that coma. And I'm hoping the GH does not do this with Billy Miller. Have him in the coma forever. Have him knocked out forever. But anyway, but yeah, moving along. But yeah, Epiphany basically are sitting there wondering why Liz is getting so close to this, why she cares so much about this John Doe, about a person she doesn't even know. And Epiphany said something like how the doctor he's for the last 36 hours he's been in surgery. So and that the doctors had to basically stitch back his bones and put his bones, basically had to reconstruct his whole body and basically piece back together what was left of his face. So that's why his face was all wrapped up. He had a piece back together, so he basically had plastic surgery. Anyway, which we knew that was going to happen. Basically, that's why they kept showing Steve Burton's picture, because they basically had to ease him back into. And I'm getting sort of One Life to Live vibes from this. Y'all remember when Trevor St. John came on as Todd Manning? They basically pulled the whole plastic surgery thing with that character. So, and I'm hoping down the line they don't. If Steve Burton ever leaves, if he left Wyatt on a couple of years on down the line, and open side where he wants to come back to GH, they do a tale of two Jasons like they did a tale of two Todds. I'm not looking for. I would not be here for that. But anyway, so Epiphany basically mentions to Liz that the only way they'll be able to know this guy's life, whether he would wake up or ever be normal again, is if they got a neurosurgeon to examine him. And they basically said the best neurosurgeon is Patrick, but we know Patrick was fired. And anyway, so Liz leaves the room, and out of nowhere just bumps into Patrick, because Patrick is there with Sam, because Danny is there to get, I guess, get like a checkup or whatever for he's basically there to get a checkup and basically see like where his cancer stands and whatever. So Sam and Patrick and Danny are there doing that. And let me talk about that a little bit. I really didn't care to see Silas Clay today. Actually now with Jason back and this whole the possibility of Nina and Franco and all that, and the possibility of Sam and Patrick thing, I really don't see a need for Silas on the show. I mean, I'm not trying to get Michael Easter. I wouldn't want the guy to get fired, but I mean, at least they can find something decent for Silas to do besides what he did today. Try to dig deep and whine about Patrick and Sam's relationship, which is what he did today. I really don't see the point of having Silas or still having Silas around. I mean, that's just me. I don't see the point of having him around. Not saying I would like the guy to get fired, because I never want to see an actor out of a job. But I mean, at least they find something good for Silas to do. I mean, hey, he could go to Days of Our Lives or a show like that. Go to YNR. They seem behind lots of former GH stars. So, but yeah. But like I said, I wasn't really here. I wasn't here for without Patrick. We're here for Silas getting all the Sam's business, asking her about what her and Patrick are doing. And Sam basically told Silas that they have a theory that Luke is the one that said all that stuff that ran he and Patrick and Sabrina and Emma off the road that caused Gabriel's death. And we know Luke didn't do it. Luke wasn't responsible for it, but everybody on campus seems to think it or in denial that it's him. But anyway, but yeah, she tells him that they're going to Amsterdam, which is ironically because Anthony Geary is in Amsterdam. We all know he has his vacations or whatever, but he had a longer vacation this past time because he had to have back surgery. But he is in Amsterdam. So I mean, I doubt we're gonna get scenes of them actually. I mean, I haven't heard anything about those actors like Kelly Monaco or Jason Thompson flying after Amsterdam, or I think Jane Elliott was in some of those scenes too. I haven't heard anything about them flying after Amsterdam shooting scenes, so we're probably gonna get fake Amsterdam scenes. Anyway, but yeah, moving along from that. Like I said, I just want to hear for Silas basically getting all in Sam's business. I mean, dude, she ain't what you know more, so why do you care? But anyway, I really want to hear for Silas being all jealous or whatever. But anyway, what else happened on today's episode? Let me talk about this Sonny, Julian, and Alexis stuff. So Julian and Alexis are in bed together at the first of today's episode, and when Alexis gets out of the bed and she goes down, I guess, to make coffee or whatever. Sonny's basically just sitting all in Julian's house like it's his. I'm like, and first of all, I was looking like, Sonny, how the hell did you get in your house? I'll just get in that house. I'm like, first of all, man, I didn't think about it. It's Sonny. He found a way to get in the house. So apparently he and Sean took out Julian's men. We all know Julian has guards around his apartment. So but yeah. So they basically had his men took out, and Sonny basically wanted to know, was basically there to ask Julian, did he have anything to do with Michael basically potentially getting shot? Because we all know Michael, there was a hit out on Michael, and Michael was almost basically shot on yesterday's episode. And but yeah, so Sonny basically wanted to know if Julian had anything to do with that, and Julian basically swears up and down, which we know he didn't. Swears up and down, no, he didn't have anything. He basically knew what was being set in motion. I would say this: he knew what was being set in motion, but he didn't know it was going to be actually a murder attempt on his life, on Michael's life. But Alexis basically getting all riled up, saying, "Julian, did you?" Basically, she confronts Julian and asked him, "Did you have anything to do with Michael almost being shot?" But he continues to deny it, and Sonny basically says, "We know you're lying." And then Sean comes in, and they basically saying how they believe Alexis is basically letting her feelings for Julian getting away with her believing anything he has to say. Well, anyway, moving along from that, and so public scenes pass by, and they decide that, well, Sonny and Sean decide, well, because Julian not Julian, Alexis thought. They continue to, and I'm sick of this too. They continue to throw the fact out that Julian is Danny's only hope of survival. That if Sonny kills him, he's basically killing any chance of Danny. If Danny would ever like relapse and I don't know why I said relapse, but ever like get his cancer, whatever on down the line come back, that they're basically destroying any chance that Danny would have for survival. So and I actually like the fact that what Sonny said. That Sonny basically said that he's gonna go out and he'll go out personally and find a match for Danny, so he could basically take out Julian. He's sick of them throwing Jason's son. Alexa said something like this today, that you want to ruin the only chance to kill the guy that's basically kill the guy that's could basically be Jason's son, his son's only savior. Anyway, like I said, I'm sick of them just throwing Julian and them all throwing that out there that he's the only one that can save Danny. I'm like, well, since Jason's alive, I'm pretty sure Jason probably could be a bone marrow match too. Because normally with bone marrow, it's likely that a parent can be. It's not like I think real likely that a parent could be a match for their child. But anyway, For what I understand about Boomer, it's likely that the pair will be an ideal match. But with Jason back, and if Jason was a match for Danny, um, I basically say there really wouldn't be any reason why Sonny can't kill Julian. We know he's not going to, but it wouldn't be no reason for him to that he can't kill Julian. Anyway, what else happened on today's episode? And also at the end of today's episode, Sonny basically just fired Alexis. He basically fired her. So she doesn't work for Sonny anymore. He basically said, "Oh, Alexis, by the way, you're fired." So Alexis probably is going to be. I'm pretty sure she has other clients, but I think Sonny is like her biggest client for like when it comes to pay. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure Alexis does have other clients, but Sonny is probably like her biggest client or highest paying client. So looks like Alexis, somebody in Port Charles Alexis gonna have to find some new clients or whatever. But anyway, what else happened? The scenes between Nathan, Jordan, and Anna. The only good thing really came out of those scenes were Anna basically telling Jordan that she's gonna have to, that she basically asked Jordan, "Are you gonna testify for Sean?" Because Jordan basically went there and spilled everything. She basically said that I think that she basically flat out said that Sean was the one that was there that when Michael got shot or whatever, and that and she also said that she wasn't the one that ran over. She wasn't the one that ran over, that mowed down Jason. That Ava was the one that mowed down Jason. And Nathan basically was like, "Well, if Ava was so, if the accident really was an accident, why did Ava flee?" And she basically said, Jordan tells them that Ava has a bounty on her head, basically has a target on her back, and that Sonny's basically gonna take her out. And Jordan, I like the fact that Anna flat out told Jordan that she has to testify for Sean, and that either if she doesn't testify for Sean, somebody's gonna either her or him, they're gonna pay a big price if one of them is gonna have to budge in this mob war or whatever. One of them's gonna have to budge, because Jordan basically tells Anna that her and Sean are basically, I guess, a couple now. They're together. But anyway, but like I said, that was basically those scenes today. What else happened? Those Maxie and Morgan scenes. I'm gonna tell you this. I was talking about this on Twitter, and a lot of people felt that way. When did they become, I guess, best friends? When did Maxie and Morgan become just friends? I never recall them ever having that many scenes together. So when did they become just fast friends? Because Maxie was basically asking Morgan, "Well, should she go on the date with Nathan?" I'm like, why would you go to Morgan for advice? And Morgan was looking like that too. Why would you go to him for advice on dating or whatever? And like I said, everybody on Twitter was basically like that. Those some very odd scenes. Though with Maxie and Morgan, when they've never really shared that many scenes together that I can think of. So those are some odd scenes to me. Anyway, that was pretty much it. I didn't really too much care about Michael and Kiki. I'm over them. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got for today's episode. If I left anything out, you want to hear me talk about anything else, leave me a comment below, and I'll try to get back at you guys. This is Dominic checking out. Peace, God bless, and I'm out.